Let's go overseas to Paris for the one, the only, Mr. John Fanta.
John, you look
Hey, guys.
You look like you're in your bedroom, not in Paris.
No, we're calling this game remotely. We're calling this.
Okay.
But we are calling it from the NBA studios. So
Okay, well that explains it.
Sorry for lying. I apologize.
As a Cleveland guy, how excited are you for this?
I'm incredibly grateful, Jay. And in full candor, I grew up watching you host SportsCenter, and you're an inspiration to me, as is Adam, as is Garrett.
Thank you.
So you're part of my childhood hosting. I remember when SportsCenter was coming up live. I mean, between cold pizza and then you doing live SportsCenter in the morning, your passion for the city of Cleveland speaks for itself, and that's why what you guys do on this show is awesome, as I've told Adam and G. Bush before. So
we all appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate all of you because you help me when I'm getting ready for a game. I'm listening to you guys, and I love it. So how exciting is it? It's a thrill. I got the text message in November. What am I doing on, what's today, January the 11th? And from the NBA and NBA TV, and they said, we'd like to offer you the Paris game. And then in the follow-up text, Nets versus Cavs. It was actually BKN versus Clee. And when I see CLE, there's not another CLE. And that gave me chills. It felt like it was meant to be.
John, the Cavs are playing much better basketball. You know, we've been down on the Cavs, obviously, after the way last season ended. But lately, they have found something here, and they're playing great basketball. So, and obviously the Nets are playing well, and there's also been rumors about a trade with Donovan Mitchell. Who knows? So there's plenty of intrigue for this game this afternoon.
There is plenty of intrigue because the Cavaliers have won 8 of their last 11 games, and those 11 games have come with Evan Mobley and Darius Garland sidelined. And in those 11 games, the Cavaliers have the second most assists in the NBA. So they're sharing the basketball. They're top 5 in three-point shooting in that span. And they're playing really collectively sound hoops. And it goes to Jarrett Allen, what you're showing right now. He has performed at such a high level, 7 consecutive double-doubles, guys. Had a huge game against Milwaukee, even though it was a loss. But this guy right now, guys, since Mobley and Garland went down, Allen is averaging over 40 more touches per game.
Oh, wow.
So there's something there. Of course, it's by need, but it's also JB Bickerstaff has this team playing 4 out, 1 in, and Allen's creating matchup nightmares. And the Nets are shorthanded today. They're going to be without Day'Ron Sharpe. They're back up big. It's all on Nick Claxton. Allen could have lunch and dinner in Paris here in this game. I expect them to feed him early and often. But what's happening is they're relying on Donovan Mitchell to play in that point guard role, and he's handling it well. He's moving the basketball at a high level. And when Max Strus is making shots for this team and they're getting enough, I mean, who would have saw Sam Merrill for this team? Mm-hmm. I couldn't have told you that would have happened. I don't think anybody in the Cavs nobody in the Cavs would have predicted for him to step up with some double-figure performances and get hot from 3. So they've got something good going for them. You know why? They're playing team basketball. Earlier in the season, there was only one basketball, and certain guys got to get theirs.
40 more touches per game.
Crazy.
John, we looked at each other when you said that, and we thought that can't be right.
That's nuts.
I mean, that almost tells you that we knew he wasn't involved enough. But it almost tells you that he was barely involved at all, and that's a problem with a talent like that.
And, Jay, because he's getting more involved, I just think he's feeling more confident. Now, the question always in the NBA is, will it translate in May? Will it translate in April?
Sure.
When you hope that you're still playing. And there's a huge jumble in the Eastern Conference standings right now between 3 or 4 and 8. So I wouldn't go too far into that, but I think to your point, maybe that usage, maybe those early touches is getting Jarrett Allen more and more confident. I mean, 7 consecutive double-doubles right now, and they're not just double-doubles. I mean, this is a guy that those stats don't even fully sum it up over what he's done in the last 11 games. He's raised those averages, and he's incredibly efficient. He doesn't take bad shots. A lot of his are dunks, of course, but he moves and he defends. I mean, that's the one thing with Jarrett is he might have gotten out physical against the Knicks. He did.
Right. He did.
As Donovan Mitchell said in the last week, look, he said, I know it's hard. And he goes, I know we all judge what happens in the springtime. But he said, Jarrett Allen is a dog. He comes in every day. He goes to work. He doesn't complain. He's a great culture guy. And I'm telling you guys, I'm working with Sarah Kustok this afternoon. Sarah does games with Ian Eagle for the Nets on Yes Network. Brooklyn misses Jarrett Allen. They miss him in a big way because he is a locker room guy. And right now, he's performing like an all-star. He deserves an all-star nod.
John, we talked about them playing the 4-out, 1-in. Now, when you fast forward this thing till you get Mobley back, what are you going to do? Is it a thing where you got to split them two up, maybe bring one off the bench to continue to keep the 4 shooters around one big? How do they keep this cohesiveness and the ball moving when you bring back another ball-dominant guard and another big that is kind of in the same mode as Jarrett Allen?
Gee, Bush, isn't that the $1 million question right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers? And by the way, guys, I just looked while you were asking me that question. Since Mobley went down, Allen is averaging 19.5 points over 13 rebounds per game. And he's shooting 67% from the floor. That's one of the best marks in the NBA. What's the answer to your question is, I don't know. And that's why the Cavaliers are rumored daily to be exploring options at the deadline. Because the question now is this team best suited to have that core 4 all together? They're all talented players, but do they mesh the best for this team to go on a postseason run? Or do you have to put a chip forward at the table or two to try to get a unit that plays like the one that we've seen over the last 3 weeks? Like the one that's just won 8 of their last 11 games. And Mobley's not that chip. Mobley's the franchise piece. Evan Mobley's not going anywhere. I think there's a debate between Mitchell and Garland. Can they coexist? Mitchell's obviously rumored all the time, but I think the Cavs are exploring all options there on the perimeter. Mobley's not going anywhere. How do they figure that out? It's tough. You know why? Because neither Mobley or Allen are perimeter shooters. And so that makes it really challenging in today's NBA to figure through that.
It does.
Games at 2 p.m.
Yeah, you got to go.
NBA TV. Before you go, we know you're a massive Browns fan, of course. Saturday against the Texans. Are you confident?
Yeah, baby.
That's confidence. That's it. That's the answer to the question.
28-24. Flacco leads a game-winning drive, and the Browns are a winner.
Wow.
I like it.
From your lips to the ears of the
love it,
football
John.
gods.
I'll take that.
That's great.
Take that.
John,
John, good
awesome
luck today,
stuff,
buddy.
man.
Proud of
Awesome
you.
stuff. We'll be watching
Great
today.
job.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
you.
Thanks
Thanks,
for having
John.
me.
Thank you, John.